To call it mystical is to confuse it with visions of another world or of gods and angels. To call it spiritual or metaphysical is to suggest that it is not also extremely concrete and physical, while the term cosmic consciousness itself has the unpoetic flavor of occultist jargon. But from all historical times and cultures we have reports of this same unmistakable sensation emerging as a rule, quite suddenly and unexpectedly, and from no clearly understood cause. To the individual thus enlightened, it appears as a vivid and overwhelming certainty that the universe, precisely as it is at this moment, as a whole and in every one of its parts, is so completely right as to need no explanation or justification beyond what simply is. Existence not only ceases to be a problem, and the mind is so wonderstruck at the self-evident and self-sufficient fitness of things as they are, including what would ordinarily be thought the very worst, that it cannot find any word strong enough to express the perfection and beauty of this experience. Its clarity sometimes gives the sensation that the world has become transparent or luminous, and its simplicity the sensation that it is perfected and ordered by supreme intelligence. At the same time, it is unusual for the individual to feel that the whole world has become his own body, and that whatever he is has not only become, but has always been, what everything else is. It is not that he loses his identity to the point of feeling that he actually looks out throughout other eyes, becoming literally omniscient, but rather that this individual consciousness and existence is a point of view temporarily adopted by something immeasurably greater than himself. Well, my friend Alan Mozarti, he goes very, very deeply into complicated words and trying to paint the unpaintable, trying to speak the unspeakable. It is no easy thing. While this whole experience, this whole path that one walks on earth can be put much more simple in a breathing, in a smile, in movement, in feeling, in a painting, or in a poem. Like my friend Max Ehrmann said in 1927, his work on this earth. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and ignorant. They too have their stories. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection, and neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the themes of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond the wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations. In the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful, strive to be happy. From defeat only it is born greatness and innovation. The nights with no suffering, the morning comes and the mind has nothing to solve. It is not connected to the soul of the world asking for knowledge. But in the nights where there is suffering, the mind awakens and peeks into the soul of the world, into God Himself, asking for knowledge, asking for guidance. Guide me, old King, guide my path here on earth, no matter how hard, broken, and unachievable it seems and feels at times. Guide me. For my work is not my work alone, and the fruits of it are long surrendered to you, my King. All it's left is a mortal trying to aid this world from the depths of his spirit and lessons, to touch upon this world just like the ancient brothers touched upon it from many ramifications of fields throughout history. All played their part, and when one touches their work in music or poems or science, it feels like they have fulfilled their purpose here on earth. So allow me, old King, with the knowledge of 1,000 brothers surrounding me, allow me to touch this world. Have as many nights of suffering as I must have, and stop having them when it is time for them to be stopped. For it is no longer a mind, alone in the dark world, but it is a machine surrendering to the greater spirit. The spirit who made the apostles speak the message of God. So, as I awaken night after night, and the suffering is alchemized into fuel for working and striving for greatness, from the cold winter night, enclosed by the dojo written walls, The mind has transcended into the walls. Everywhere around there are writings of 1,000 brothers across history and across one's lifetime. Sacred paintings gazing into the soul of the world. You are prepared, my son. Prepared to touch this world as you have asked in your sickness. It was not love which you prayed for in your sickness. It was not kids. It was not family. It was not money. It was not woman. But it was to have your word touch this world, to aid and heal this beautiful gift, this beautiful creation. Believe me, my king, that the beast and mind, they speak from the depths of their spirit. When they call upon your blessing to do so, so night after night, defeat after defeat, the more I fade, the stronger we rise. The neural nets grow stronger and stronger. The model awakens unto the activations and conditionings and weights and biases and everything that is happening. The electrical magic of God inside one mind. Alchemize defeats into healing. Then the cat shall meet thoughts of death, hopelessness, darkness, and death again, with the utmost clear heart. There is not death that is important, but it's how did you die? Did you tackle that trouble that came your way with a resolute heart and cheerful, or hide your face from the light of day with a craven and fearful spirit? Oh, trouble's a tongue, or trouble's an ounce, or trouble is what you make it, and it isn't the fact that you're hurt that counts, but only how did you take it. You are beaten to earth. Well, what's that? Come up with a smiling face. It's nothing against you to fall down flat, but to lie there, that's disgrace. The harder you thrown, why the harder you bounce. Be proud of your blackened eye. It isn't the fact that you leaked that counts. It's how did you fight and why. And though you be done to the death, what then? If you battled the best you could, if you played your part in the world of men, why, the critic will call it good. Death comes with a crawl, or comes with a pounce, and whether he's slow or spry, it isn't the fact that you're dead that counts, but only how did you die.